Another exciting episode of the Issues on Voice of the People TV, where we bring you the most important and pressing issues shaping our nation today. I am your host, Jerry Apeliohai. Today on the issues, truth clashes with power, and the nation holds its breath. Honorable Mohammed Kazaure drops a bombshell, revealing he gave President Tinubu a report exposing 100 trillion naira stolen under Buharis' government. But the document ended up in the trash. Charlie Boy fires back at El-Rufai over election rigging confession, accusing him of double-speak and political survival tactics. And Chimamanda Adichie shines a spotlight on Peter Obi, praising his humility and genuine desire to lead without desperation. Fasten your seatbelts. The fire is real and the stakes have never been higher. Stay tuned. After the short break, we'll dig deeper into this topic some more. Don't go away. Welcome back. Let's dive straight into today's discussion. Former federal lawmaker Honorable Mohammed Kazaure has alleged that over 100 trillion naira, equivalent to approximately 113 billion US dollars, was stolen during the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Kazaure claims he personally investigated the matter and submitted a detailed report to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before his inauguration in 2023. According to him, the documents included the names of individuals who allegedly diverted the funds and shared the money among themselves. In a statement, Kazaure said the investigation came at great personal cost, including 2 assassination attempts and the loss of his re-election campaign. He stated that he was forced to leave the country during the 2023 general elections in order to stay safe. He said, quote, "Mr. President used the document to recover our money and build the country. With this, you won't need to borrow money from anywhere in the next 8 years." However, Kazaure alleges that President Tinubu ignored the report and discarded the document. He accused the president of surrounding himself with individuals involved in the alleged corruption, adding that the same people are now key members of the current administration. There has been no official responses from the presidency regarding Kazaure's latest claims. In the past, similar allegations made by the former lawmaker, particularly involving stamp duty revenues, were dismissed by both the Central Bank of Nigeria and presidential spokespersons as false and lacking in evidence. Kazaure's latest statement is expected to draw renewed scrutiny over the government's anti-corruption record and its ongoing foreign loan applications. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by 2 esteemed guests. Here in the studio, we have Dr. Peter Anasike. Dr. Anasike is a philosopher, development economist, and best-selling author. He is also an erudite commentator on economy, finance, politics, and power. Great to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. And joining us virtually, expectedly, is Dr. Eric Obi Thomas, a public affairs analyst, consultant, obstetrician, and gynecologist. It's great to have you join us on the issues, Dr. Eric.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm joining late because of the network.
Yeah, better late than never.
Yeah, yes.
All right. Let me start with you, Dr. Eric. If Kazaure's evidence was credible, why would President Tinubu allegedly discard it instead of acting on it?
Well, you know, we all know what is happening. When you want to bring up the truth, of course, you to be killed. I think that is what's on ground now. I'm not surprised. We are watching that in their normal way of wanting to kill the truth. That may not be the motivation behind what the president is doing. So that's all I can say there. While we wait until more things unfold, definitely they will. Because right now we are having credible and effective opposition growing up, and that will checkmate the government and then throw up all those things that were hidden before. And all of you can see what is happening. The coalition is waxing stronger and stronger every day. And by the time we get to this time, by next year, I think Nigeria will be well positioned for the people to have their voices. And then the things that are going on will change. I'm very optimistic Nigeria will change. We are coming there.
All right. I think
So that's what I can say about that now.
I admire Dr. Eric's optimistic views on the future of the country, but definitely everybody wants to be optimistic and hope for the better of our great nation. Okay, let me go to Dr. Anosike. How realistic is the claim that 100 trillion was stolen? Can that amount even go missing without a trace?
Well, under Buhari, anything can happen. Under Buhari, an elephant can miss in the room and Buhari will not be able to account for it. So, assuming now he is officially dead, understand? Now he is officially dead. But even when he was alive, I was saying it on this program that Buhari never had a presence while in office as a president. He never, and I told you that Buhari cannot write a 20-page book of his 8 years in office because he never had any presence. When he was the chairman of PTF, Petroleum Trust Fund, under Abacha, $2.8 billion missed. Buhari said he did not know. He said that he did not know. And that is who he is. In the first 6 months of Buhari, before he constituted his cabinet, it took him 6 months. And that 6 months, people were cowardly. I will use that word. Some will use patriotic, but I will say cowardly. Some people were cowardly returning money, thinking that Buhari is going to move against them. So people were cowardly returning money. Remember the money that was found in Ikoyi, about 3-point-something billion. It was among those money that people were turning in, which was never accounted to us. So before the cabinet was constituted, all that we are doing, we are sharing those money that we have been cowardly returned by people.
Yeah, remember a lot of septic tanks started growing money here and there.
Sure. So because assuming that I had billions then and it's Buhari in power, I would not have returned even a penny because I know that he is spineless. People are still having the image, still associating him with Tunde Idiabo. No, these are two different human beings. So those people that return money are now regretting why they returned it. So saying that money missed, even I'm sure that many more must have missed. Because there was a time, if you have been following all these people, Adesina said that there was a time that Buhari was unconscious. He doesn't even know those in the room with him. So they were using all those opportunities to be siphoning Nigeria fund. Then for Tinubu to move against them, understand? He cannot. Understand me? There's no, because those are his people. Those are his people. So a house divided against itself cannot fall. And that's why Tinubu said, just forget this. Understand? Just forget. So he gave that into a very wrong person. And that is why nothing happen. I told people that Tinubu can never fight corruption. Tinubu can never ever fight corruption because darkness cannot fight darkness.
Very interesting way to put it. Let me go back to Dr. Eric. He is saying that Tinubu cannot fight corruption. Can we not say that is why there's been no formal investigation or public response from the presidency on such a serious allegation?
My first response is yes. How can you investigate somebody who is also liable to be investigated? We all know all these things. The person that can you take a dry fish, or can you get dry fish and leave it to a rat? I'm not insinuating that anybody is a rat or anybody is dry fish, but I'm just making an analogy, a kind of parable, so to say. There is no way you can leave yam with a goat or goat with lion. Of course, you know where it is. All these people know what they are doing. For them to hand over this country to somebody like we have now, it's all showing. Look at it, it's showing. More will come. Just like what my friend Peter said. More. In fact, they declared 100. I can show you that 300 or more had even disappeared. That the Kazaure himself does not know. See, the thing is that, like I said, frankly, I don't even want to make more sentences around it. The answer is, in fact, that this man cannot fight it. He cannot. They deliberately handed over this to this man so that he will be able to cover themselves up. And if not for what the opposition is coming to do now, this one too will hand over to somebody who will cover the worst, the rot that he has committed. That is how it runs in this country. We are not looking at the grace of his providence. Now, I'm not talking about providence on the basis of the kind of kangaroo prayers they are having all over the place. I'm talking about the real providence that created us, that is not even in Nigeria. Yes, he hasn't come to Nigeria, yes, but we hope that he will come to Nigeria by 2027. The kind of God that is in Britain, in America, in Canada, in all progressive places have not arrived in Nigeria. But by the grace of God, that God will come here. And then Nigerians will see God, not the kind of thing we are seeing today. At that time, all these fake prophets, yes, I'm saying that clearly here, fake prophets will disappear. And God will take his throne and act like God. Because the situation is so sad that people see evil and keep quiet. And that is why I'm telling you that God has not arrived in Nigeria yet. He will decide, he will come and save his people. And for those people that he's grooming to save the country, will come. You can see Ghana here. I would like to say small Ghana, because as it is now, the glory of the country and the progress of the country does not depend on the size. I want to say that. Yes, I used to think that when a country is larger, people will be better. But in this country, the larger the worse. Look at places like Ghana. Look at places like Ghana. We don't even have moral standards. That is the point. We glorify evil. It sounds as if I'm defeating, but let me come back to what you are saying. The point is that for the fact that this country, God has not arrived, the real God that we know, that all of us know that He is omnipresent. He has decided to exclude Nigeria for now, but he will come. When that God comes, people like the people ruling us today, they will become oblivious. And we are hoping and praying sincerely that it will happen. If not, how can we be talking of this and the whole country is quiet? They say 100 trillion disappeared. And somebody said, forget about it. And the whole country is still as quiet as well. Is that how the kingdom of God is? So, my brother, I am telling you that God will soon arrive this country. And he will soon be there. He's coming. And when he comes, all these people that did this will be accountable. If a newborn child will rise against these evil people, yes, that day a child, just a toddler or a newborn, will develop all the strength, because we are now in a rotten society, and it's even going worse and worse every day. Such that the good people are not talking. Everybody is afraid. Please, how many times will you die? In fact, sometimes it's better to die gracefully and gloriously and faithfully than dying the kind of thing they are doing, buying jet all over the place. If once you are 50, 60, 70, 80, please, what do you think you can eat? Don't eat this, don't eat this. Is it not? What do you do with 3 jets? What do you do with even 1 jet when everybody is suffering and people are keeping quiet? They have weaponized poverty. We are telling Nigerians to rise up. God is coming soon. And then we'll forget about this. And you journalists, please help us. Don't be afraid of these people. Say it as it is. You are trying. Even in the midst of all this oppression, they are not even allowing anybody to say no opposition, but thank God opposition is coming. He's going to come like Jesus Christ came, like the son of a carpenter. They said, but we know the Son of God. Jesus Christ again will arise in this country and will come in a bigger way. I stop here.
All right, definitely admire your optimism. I was beginning to think maybe I was even in the church witnessing the sermon, but definitely truth spoke from your words there, definitely reflecting the minds of several Nigerians. But let me go to Dr. Nosige. If those accused by Kazaure are now in Tinubu's government, what does that say about the president's commitment to fighting corruption?
Well, Tinubu is what Yoruba call the Jaye kind of person. Understand? So he sees everything as fun.
Okay. No
I wonder why he not even attended the coronation of Hadi Sirika. Because Hadi Sirika
he was given the traditional.
He's not traditional ruler in his town in Castena.
Yeah, I think he was given the title.
I wonder why Tinubu did not. Tinubu should have attended the coronation, and they praise him for serving his country faithfully. Because that was exactly what Buhari did after Ganduje was found stuffing Donna inside the. He said that he trusted him. Understand me? That he's a good Nigerian. So among all the people in Buhari's cabinet, all of them, the only person that they singled out to suffer is Godwin Emefiele. The only person. At least he had about not less than 36 ministers and advisors. The only person that they singled out to suffer is Godwin Emefiele. Why? Because he is an Igbo man. Festus Keyamo said that he has done his investigation on the Nigeria Air, and sent it to Tinubu. He said that more than 5 months ago. Understand? Then what has happened? Instead of punishing the one, they are elevating him. Somebody who duped us, that's in broad day, hired an Ethiopian airline, painted it a green, white, green. Just within 30 minutes, duped the whole country. That guy had been made a traditional ruler in Nigeria. And they were taking a full-page adverts in newspapers to congratulate him. Understand? And Emefiele, they were seizing. Emefiele was in detention for more than 8 months. They have seized most of his properties. This is a final forfeiture. Understand? So among all Tinubu's Buhari's cabinet, only Emefiele stole. Others just served faithfully. And this is a government that you think will fight corruption. Well, for me, I'll keep on advising those who want to hear, grow your finances. That's the only way. Grow your finances so that the offenders of government will not affect you. Because we are in the worst regime of our time. APC is the worst thing that has happened to this country. And the country can never move forward unless this government is changed. Nigeria can never move forward as long because these people just they're like what Bible describes Satan, just looking for where that to kill and destroy. That's exactly what that APC is. So APC is not a government that you sell, you tell fight corruption. Corruption cannot fight corruption. They will just be looking for scapegoats. Understand? They will just be looking for scapegoats. As Tinubu has used that Emefiele and Igbo man as a scapegoat. That is it.
But how did
if you ask them an example of they are fighting corruption, they will tell you Godwin Emefiele.
Well, how does a government sit on a situation where he could recover this money and decide not to recover it and put the country into more debt of borrowing equivalent sum of money which would have stopped them from borrowing? So why go through all the wastage and allow people to continue to plunder the country and put the country in debt?
Excuse me, there are things that you will see. You look the other way. Understand me? Because trying to investigate who is involved can even sink on the presidency. Because as the man said, a lot of those that stole this money are in Tinubu's government. Understand? So when you begin to, just like when Mende Kyari said that at his own time, he will talk about what is happening in NNPC. Understand? If Mende Kyari has reviewed what he knows, the presidency will have gone. Understand? So at times you say, digging into this might consume my own head. So the best thing, let me put it aside. Because all of them are involved in that. All of them were part of Buharis
government.
Sure.
All right, going into other conversations now where veteran entertainer and activist Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charlie Boy, has slammed the former Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai over his recent admission of regrets for supporting the alleged rigging of the 2023 presidential election. El-Rufai was caught in a viral video admitting that he and others went against the popular will in backing the process that led to Bola Tinubu's victory. While the full context and authenticity of the video have not been officially confirmed, it has triggered public backlash across social media. Charlie Boy, reacting via his X, formerly Twitter page, expressed skepticism over El-Rufai's intentions, accusing him of hypocrisy and opportunism. Charlie Boy claimed El-Rufai is only speaking out now because he has been sidelined politically. He wrote in Pidgin, mocking the former governor for talking from both sides of his mouth and exposing corruption only after falling out of favor. His response reflects widespread frustration with perceived political double standards. Let me now go to you, Dr. Eric. Should Nigerians take El-Rufai's admission seriously, or is this just a calculated move after being pushed out of relevance?
Well, Jerry, let me even tell you one thing. You see, it's difficult to satisfy people in this life. Even God that created man, as we are told, written in the Bible, I'm not a pastor, I'm not any of those. But as I was going on, they were telling us stories in secondary school we had. From the little hard brother, they said that God created man and regretted. I don't know how true that is, but that's what we're told.
It's
Johnny, I
in
don't know whether you know about this.
Genesis chapter 6.
Very good. Oh, Peter is even there. I was almost going to tell Johnny whether he can tell me where it is, if I'm right or wrong, but this one here.
Okay.
But going by that, the Bible, let's not talk Bible now, but let me tell you why I'm saying Bible. What will you do in this life to satisfy human beings? What? If you do it, they say you have done it. Oh, why didn't you do like this? If you do it like this, oh, why didn't you do like that? You should have done like that. Please, I don't buy the idea that Charlie Boy is challenging El-Rufai for coming up to show regrets and confessing. Catholics regard confession. Human beings by nature will respect confession. Sorry, I did. If you did, please forgive me. I regret what I've done. It stops the fact that you wouldn't want to do it again. Is it good for a criminal to do something or somebody goes, not criminal now, I withdraw that word. Is it good for anybody to go wrong and says, please, I'm sorry, I've gone wrong. Please forgive me. Please, that person and the person that does evil and continues to do and does not show regret, who will you take? I'm asking all of everybody. In fact, I'm asking Nigerians, the whole world. Somebody says, I am sorry, I regretted due to circumstances, this is what happened. And now I want to correct the ills in the best way I can. Then we are now slamming the person. And there are people who have gone, we have just talked about 1 trillion gone. And they are even telling you that there's nothing you can do, that we're not going to discuss it. Who will you take? If somebody has come and said, oh yes, we took this 100 trillion, and then we are sorry we have done this, but we have spent X, Y, Z, remaining this, we are pushing this back. We want to have the feeling that tomorrow the person will not want to do that evil. But for us to say, oh, after stealing, you are bringing it, we castigate the person, then you are not being normal. We are all human. They say to err is human. To forgive is divine. And it is that divinity that we're asking everybody to emulate. Please, Charlie Boy should be told that he is not getting it right this time around. Now they are taking his name out of a bus stop in Lagos. And those who are telling him, we have done it, and that's not what we are added a illuminate. Why didn't he attack those people? If you commit something and say you are sorry, at least humanity should learn how to receive somebody who has patterns. Even forgiveness is what we are preached as that Christians say. In fact, most religions say forgiveness. For El-Rufai to come and say he has committed it and it's wrong, please, I give him kudos. For Charlie Boy to criticize him, I was okay. He has his own right to criticize. But from my own side, I don't support it the way of criticizing. We should all hail El-Rufai and encourage him to do more, so that others who even want to come and confess to us will come out and do so. That is what humanity is all about, and that is what we should be preaching, and what we will be hoping. So please, Charlie Boy has missed it there. I love him. I love his resilience. I love him. Even El-Rufai. All of them, they have their own. El-Rufai has his own fault like a human being, but he has his own right thing too. But are we going to support those who are obviously doing the evil and they are telling us that there's nothing we can do? Is it what we want? No. At least, in a nutshell, El-Rufai had done well. And we should encourage others to do like El-Rufai. From El-Rufai, and El-Rufai will not want to do the same thing he did again. He has repented and he's going to change it. If he decides not to change it, I will not go to be happy like he's doing now. We are getting it right. We'll get it right very soon.
Okay,
That's it.
What does Dr. What does this now say about the integrity of the 2023 election? Now that a key insider appears to be admitting wrongdoing.
It is still bright. It is bright. We are hopeful because, like I said, we are humans. We make mistakes. The only thing that makes us godly in being human is by admitting our mistakes and showing regret and apologizing where possible. So that even makes me think that there is the 2027 with what they are putting together is even more and more. They have more integrity. It takes a lot for somebody to say, I have erred, forgive me. It means I am taking a new leaf. And now the integrity is there. In fact, that even gets me think that, look, this where he believes now, where he's going now, he is a different man. He's a changed man. Will I then say anything that because he did not give? But remember, El-Rufai'S said that it was the president that asked him to come and take the to become a minister. He never asked for it. So when they played what they played, he even said it was good for him because he needed time for him to finish his PhD program. This is a man that became a minister. Minister, we are talking about minister many years back. Minister of FCT.
Yeah.
When he was even in his probably 30s or thereabout. And then you didn't give him minister when he's in his 60s. He will kill himself. He has become a minister. He has become a governor. What does minister at 60 mean? He says he wants to rest. That the day he handed over the governorship position, that he slept well, nobody disturbed him. I knew I had a position sometimes where I was under heat. And the day I finished my tenure and handed over, I slept well in my house. So I understood what he was saying. Is that why? But the man says that if this government was running well, I don't think El-Rufai would have come out. You and me know that we are going to the country is being pushed to the precipice, and nobody that is a reasonable person that is an activist like we are, we ever close our eyes to see it. We were drifting into one party system, but now there is a situation, and they are beginning to check themselves, and we cannot get to a one party system. That is because there are people who are still alive in this.
All right. Okay. Dr. Eric, we couldn't get hear you, but I know definitely your submission is actually on point. But let me go to Dr. Anosike. What does this say about the integrity of the 2023 election? And Charlie Boy criticizing him, saying he speaks from the two sides of the mouth because now he's more or less frustrated because he's been sidelined.
Well, for me, what El-Rufai, what El-Rufai said goes further to confirm my belief and the belief of other Nigerians that Tinubu did not win the 2023 presidential election. Understand? It goes to confirm my belief and that of other Nigerians who are sincere that Tinubu did not win the 2023 presidential election. We know what was going on before the switch off before they imported this word glitch into our dictionary, which wasn't there or before. So the word glitch simply means switch off. Understand? So we know where the election was headed to before they switch it off. Because 3 elections that were being conducted at the same time, there's no way 2 will be going smoothly. The most important one wouldn't go. Understand? So it got a lot of people, both Nigeria and outside, thinking. So the truth is coming out. Understand? So that's the importance of what of the revelation made by El-Rufai, that the truth is coming out, because it is in that same Kaduna state that a KK driver won a House of a representative. So if Labour Party can win a House of Representative in Kaduna, it is the same people that voted for that House of Reps member that voted for the presidency, because the whole election were going on simultaneously. We are not so sophisticated to be able to vote differently within a minute. It's not possible. We are not that sophisticated. We're not so enlightened that you can get 3 ballot papers and vote 3 different parties. It's not possible. It's always one way. Those that voted APC in the senatorial, House of Reps, and the presidential. Those that voted for Labour Party voted Labour Party in the Senate, in the House of Reps, and in presidential. There's no way a man in the village, a woman in the village can bring this one, vote Tinubu, bring this one, vote a different party, bring this one, vote a different party. It doesn't happen. So what El-Rufai just did is to confirm what happened in 2023, that Nigerians that our mandate was given to a wrong person, period.
All right. There is even a table that has been circulating on the calculations of how the election went, though allegedly, and the true picture of what transpired on Saturday. Okay, and that has been trending. A lot of words have been said. Anyway,
which Saturday?
No, that's what is written on the image that has been circulating, that El-Rufai said was the true picture of the reflection of what really happened in that election. Of course, we know the election is normally held on the Saturday. Yeah, and that is Charlie Boy's tweet that has been also been trending, generating a lot of. He said this is the result El-Rufai posted on his X handle, former Twitter. That is the result we just showed our viewers and showed our Dr. Anosike here, which is also watching. He regretted supporting the rigging of the 2023 presidential election to favor Tinubu because he was in the APC then. We all know of the Malam called El-Rufai who talks from both sides of his mouth. Now that he's been sidelined, he done they expose their corruption. I beg, go sit down for duty. Yeah, the smell. Okay, and of course I can't say the last word he said on air because definitely that's derogatory. And of course, that is the table being circulated. And it says that the APC actually got 8 states. Is it up to 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and the 13 states for the Labour Party, and the PDP getting the remaining states, and of course NNPP having Jigawa states, okay, and Kano states, and those are the figures. I'm talking about 2 states going to the NNPP.
Yes, because Jigawa was carved out of the old Kano state.
Okay.
So they still have a lot of things in common, sure. So I can easily believe Jigawa and Kano.
And of course, Labour Party, Abia State, Akwa Ibom State, Anambra, Bayelsa, Benue State. He says Benue State.
Sure now, sure.
Benue State, surprisingly, we saw APC clearing Benue State. And
because Samuel Autumn said it before the election that he's working for P2B, and he did that.
Right. There's also Imo State, Enugu State, and Kogi State, Lagos State, Nasarawa, and of course Ogun State.
Yes, he defeated the national chairman of APC in his own ward in Nasarawa State.
Anyway, this is just.
But this is just for
the optics.
Historians, understand? It is for historians because Supreme Court has given their
judgment.
We cannot do anything with this. But as P2B said, one day they will announce who really won 2023 presidential election, as they did who won in 1993. Okay. One day they will also announce who won in 2023. They have not announced it.
All right, before we leave this conversation, Dr. Eric, if top politicians admit to undermining democracy with no consequences, what message does that send to the Nigerian public and future elections?
Ugly one. Ugly one. Because who are those to institute the penalty? They are still the same people that are committing the whole thing. They have gagged the mouth of the masses, and we have very permissive population. That is the problem we have. And that is because of the weapon of ethnicity, religion that politicians are employing to divide us. When it comes to the 2023 election, I just want all of us to forget about that. Let us look at forward. Look at the tomorrow. I have decided not to talk about the 2023 election. We are having an election that is going to annul every nonsense in the 2023. Why can't you focus on that? 2027 is going to change this country for the better.
All right.
So let us forget the one that passed. It was a kangaroo thing they did. I don't even want to talk about it. Right. But today, let us wake up. Anybody listening to me should wake up. We are not going to revolt. We are going to be ourselves. We are going to say no to evil, yes to good. So when it comes to the fact that people are not facing the consequences of their misdeed, I was surprised. It is even already happening here. Like I said, there is no way an evil man will not liaise and align with an evil person. Darkness and light, they are two opposite things. Right now, what is available is light, darkness. Until light begins to shine to chase darkness away, it will not go.
All right.
But let me tell you in brief, Jerry, before I just final one. A day will come when everybody, all these people will be answerable to their evil deeds. God is going to raise somebody. It's coming soon. Somebody will come here and cleanse this nation. They say light can run million miles, 1,000 miles. But once truth comes, it will overtake it. It is the truth we are waiting for. In the nearest future, all those who stole and took everything, they will return it. It happened in many countries. So don't be surprised today that people who are confessing, who are doing evil, nothing is happening to them. When the time comes, something will happen to them. Or will happen to their generation. I end it there.
All right, let's wrap it up today. Where award-winning Nigerian author talking about Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie has described P2B as a humble and consistent leader who is not driven by desperation or ego. She emphasized that Obi's desire to serve as president stems from genuine care for Nigeria, not personal ambition. Adichie highlighted that Obi has remained grounded and unchanged despite the outcome of the 2023 elections and widespread criticism. She recalled knowing him for over 15 years and described him as one of the simplest men she has encountered, whose values of humility and accountability have remained constant. And she says she owes a duty. She added that Obi does not expect praise for doing his job, and unlike many politicians, he sees leadership as a duty, not a privilege. And according to her, the sense of responsibility and connection to the people is what continues to endear him to many Nigerians, including herself. She says she even owes a duty to her generation to make sure that she supports someone she believes can change the narrative. And she made mention of something about the middle class disappearing. The middle class in Nigeria have turned to beggars. Dr. Anosike, coming from Chimamanda's position, is Chimamanda's endorsement of P2B based on fact of personal friendship and emotional barriers?
Well, Chimamanda is comfortable. Okay. She is revered all over all the world. Yes. She is not like a Reno or Mockery. Daniel Bawana, Femi, and Fani Kayode, who are looking forward to eat. Understand? She doesn't even live in the country. So when such a people talks, you that they are saying what they mean. There's a very big difference between coming to serve and looking for a job. So P2B is coming to serve, not looking for a job. He is comfortable, understand? He is very, very comfortable, and he's not a greedy person. So when even somebody was called from America in the morning when we were on a radio program asking where is P2B getting all the money he is giving to people. He did not start today. He has been doing it. Before he contested for governor in 2003, his family was among the top 5 richest in Anambra. And the Anambra indigenes are the richest in the country. That's where you have the biggest number of billionaires. Understand? And for his family to be among the richest in Anambra shows you that's the kind of person he is. When you compare that wealth and his humbleness, understand? So what is attracting people to P2B is his character, not his money. The other people, they can only gather people with their money. But P2B, his character, his personality is what attracts people to him. So he is on a different pedestal with the other politicians. So what Adichie is saying is the truth. What she's saying is the truth. P2B finished governorship 2013 up to today. EFCC has never called him upon he is in the opposition because they have gone through all their books without seeing anything. Understand?
All right.
When P2B was governor of Anambra State, all the senior prefects of all the secondary schools in Anambra have his numbers. And he told them, call me. Because he knows that principals will want to cover up bad things in their school. Understand me?
Yes.
So he's a grassroots person. And that's what has been helping him and will continue to help him.
All right. Finally, Dr. Eric, does character alone qualify someone to lead Nigeria? Or is Adichie overlooking political strategy and, of course, all the antics when it comes to Nigerian elections?
In my characteristic of answering questions in a straight way is no. Character alone does not qualify you to be a leader in this country. Why do I say so? Because for now, that Nigeria is character alone cannot qualify you. You cannot lead people in a place where they are saying, all of us know that the right thing to say is left, right, left. When you are marching, when we are in school, we are marching left, right, left, right. But when you are in that line, marching left, right, and the rest are saying right, left, what will happen to your leg? They will break your leg along the line. So sometimes when they march left, right, left, or left, right, do that thing they are doing. So that when you now get to the head, you can change. I've always said it. Yes, he shows all good character. Given him opportunity, yes, he should be given a chance to rule the country. But the manner at which he's going, he's going right, left, which is normal thing. But the people he's dealing with are left, right. They are going to break the leg. So you should show some muscles.
All right.
It doesn't mean that you are no. There is no politician that it is that's an angel.
All right.
Once you're a politician, you are not an angel all over the world. But we are saying, yes, I'm saying that no politician. Shakespeare in his book even called politicians dishonest people. Yes, in one of his books, that position are dishonest people.
All right, Dr. Eric, we have to go. I want to say big
Yeah.
thanks. Big thanks for being
So
awesome on the show today.
thank you very much.
All right, have a good one. All right, Dr. Ernest, it's always a pleasure having you inside as well.
Thank you for having me.
All right, of course, it's been a well-examined conversation by the doctors as well. All right, Nigerian stands at the crossroads where leaders are exposed, hypocrites unmasked, and integrity put to the test. As voices like Kazaure, Charlie Boy, and Chimamanda speak truth to power, the people watch and remember. Until the next wave of revelation, stay alert, stay critical, because on the issues, the struggle for accountability never sleeps. I'm Jerry Apeliohai, and this has been the Issues on Voice of the People television, where the future faces forward. Have a great one.